Donald Trump's behavior and actions have led many to compare him to the Joker, an iconic character known for chaos and unpredictability. His recent comments about transgender women in sports, including his mocking impression of a female weightlifter, have sparked controversy and debate.
And she gets it. Mom, I'm gonna do it, Mom.
He joked that he was in trouble with his wife Melania after he broke out a new imitation about transgender athlete inclusion, despite her warnings.
You know, my wife gets very upset when I do this. She said, darling, it's not presidential.
Earlier, Trump used vulgar language while mocking world leaders negotiating U.S. tariffs.
It's the biggest transaction ever made. This is bigger than any deal. You guys, some of you work for companies. Your companies are peanuts. I don't care how big they are. This is the largest transaction in the history of our country. And don't let some of these politicians go around saying, you know, because I'm telling you, these countries are calling us up, kissing my They are dying to make a deal. Please, sir, make a deal.
Trump has made numerous controversial remarks about various individuals and groups, sparking widespread debate and criticism.
In politics, there are attempts to distract that are fairly obvious. And then there's this on a whole nother level. Has anyone noticed that since I said, I hate Taylor Swift, she's no longer hot? That's what Donald Trump bleated out.
Welcome to Tube Review's newest video. If you enjoy and only enjoy our videos, we would appreciate if you could like and subscribe to our channel. Now, back to the video. He claimed that Taylor Swift is no longer hot after he expressed his dislike for her, stating, "Has anyone noticed that since I said I hate Taylor Swift, she's no longer hot?" Interestingly, Trump had previously praised Swift's looks, calling her beautiful and talented in November of 2023.
First her is beautiful many times. He can't seem to figure out why maybe she isn't a big fan of his.
However, his opinion seems to have shifted after she endorsed Kamala Harris. Trump also criticized Swift for getting booed at a Kansas City Chiefs game and compared her unfavorably to Brittany Mahomes, a supporter of his MAGA movement. Social media users swiftly rebuked the U.S. president's distasteful comments. One user commented and said, "This isn't presidential. I never thought Donald Trump would stoop so low to tweet about Taylor Swift in such a manner. It's unfortunate." Another person added, "Trump is tweeting about Taylor Swift again. Is his administration committing more crimes today?" Donald Trump has also made several comments about Representative Jasmine Crockett, criticizing her intelligence and leadership. Trump referred to Crockett as a low-life and very low IQ person in response to her comments about Texas Governor Greg Abbott's policies. He repeated this insult on various occasions, including a radio show.
They're in total disarray. They have a new person named Crockett. I watched her speak the other day. She's definitely a low IQ person.
Crockett responded to Trump's insults by challenging him to a public IQ test, saying she would take one right next to him to prove her intelligence.
The fact that you just got done engaging in a conversation where we have a president of the United States who has no idea about the oath that he just took on January 20th tells me everything that I need to know. He didn't even have good sense enough in that same interview to say something as simple as, "Yes, I will follow the Constitution."
Crockett also condemned Trump's racial comments about Vice President Kamala Harris, saying his rhetoric is representative of his lack of understanding of Black culture.
So the idea that you are now taking the Constitution and, as I said at the DNC, putting it through a paper shredder is a problem.
Trump referred to the United States as a stupid country during remarks on a controversial case. He wrote, "Birthright citizenship was not meant for people taking vacations to become permanent citizens of the United States of America and bringing their families with them, all the time laughing at the suckers that we are. We are, for the sake of being politically correct, a stupid country. But in actuality, this is the exact opposite of being politically correct, and it is yet another point that leads to the dysfunction of America." And Trump's tweets often sparked controversy and debate. His infamous tweet about covfefe became a meme and shorthand for his unconventional social media presence. Trump seemed to be trying to type out coverage and misspelled it. When President Trump reappeared on Twitter 6 hours later, he deleted the mistake, but seemed to be enjoying the spectacle. Trump questioned Barack Obama's birthplace, tweeting, "State health director who verified Obama's birth certificate died in a plane crash today." This theory, though, was wildly debunked. Later, he said that he accepts that the president was born in the U.S., period.
President Barack Obama was born in the United States, period.
But Trump also falsely accused Hillary Clinton's team of starting the so-called birther campaign in 2008.
Hillary Clinton and her campaign of 2008 started the birther controversy.
That's how he says unpredictable things. During the peak of the COVID 2019 pandemic in 2020, Trump suggested researching ways to get light inside the body to kill the virus. He even proposed injecting bleach or isopropyl alcohol into veins to kill the virus, which doctors quickly rubbished. "I see the disinfectant that knocks it out in a minute. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or almost a cleaning?" he added.
Right, and then I see the disinfectant where it knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that?
Then earlier during one hurricane briefing at the White House, Trump said, I got it. Why don't we nuke them?" Later, Trump denied his statement and said it's hilarious. Using nuclear weapons to destroy hurricanes is not a good idea, which was said by a U.S. scientific agency following reports that President Trump wanted to explore the option.
Not a good idea.
Trump also frequently attacks the media, calling them fake news and claiming they were biased against him.
Or fake news.
Sir,
go ahead.
Can you state categorically that nobody... No, Mr. President...
Donald Trump has had a complicated relationship with late-night comedians. In a podcast interview with the NELK Boys, Trump specifically mentioned hosts like Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, and Bill Maher, implying that their humor is biased against him.
Oh, he's
So,
terrible.
great or great again, Jimmy Kimmel?
Well, he's not, he's not. First of all, they all have bad ratings. The one that's the most successful is Greg.
Is who?
Greg
Gutfeld. So Jimmy Kimmel, we got to make him great
well,
again?
Jimmy Kimmel's a loser. Look, we would do Jimmy Kimmel. I'd do Jimmy Kimmel. I did him a lot.
Yeah.
He used to greet me on the sidewalk outside of his studio.
Trump even shared a story about hiring Whoopi Goldberg at a hotel, claiming she had a filthy, filthy mouth.
She was so filthy, disgusting, dirty with her mouth that the whole group left. There was nobody watching her.
Late-night comedians have fired back at Trump's jabs, though, using their platforms to poke fun at his antics and policies.
Trump, that was the weirdest of all. Every other American president was predictable. You understood the ebb and flow. Trump, you never knew what to expect, right? The volume on his voice all over the place, inflection where it didn't make sense. Do you know how hard it was to figure out where to put the volume on your TV when watching a speech?
Has there ever been a worse host than Jimmy Kimmel at the Oscars? His opening was that of a less than average person trying too hard to be something which he is not and never can be. Get rid of Kimmel and perhaps replace him with another washed up but cheap ABC talent, George Slopanopoulos. He would make everybody on stage look bigger, stronger, and more glamorous, blah, blah, blah. Make America great again.
Donald Trump's relationship with YouTube is complex, though. Trump's YouTube channel was suspended in January of 2020 due to concerns about inciting violence following the Capitol riot. The suspension lasted over 2 years.
YouTube is the latest social network to suspend the 45th president's account.
It's going to be a catastrophic mistake for them.
Trump attacked various journalists, celebrities, and politicians on Twitter, often using derogatory language. So, whether loved or hated, Trump remains a magnet for television ratings. He is the perfect dramatic figure for television. So, what are your thoughts about Trump's weird behavior? Do you think Donald Trump is like the Joker without Batman? Let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the like button if you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching.